Всем привет, с вами Модж-плей, и сегодня я стримлю уже четвертую часть, каждый раз путаюсь. Уже четвертый стрим по Ace Combat 7, прохождение кампании. Вот. Сейчас будем разматывать противника.
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
Ну, окей, поехали. Видео было короткое и не совсем понятно о чем, что принцесса устала говорить. Но продолжим. Сейчас получаем информацию о задании.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Ocean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Yusian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72...
Понятно. В общем, сейчас будем бомбить бункера. Нужно взять что-нибудь такое проворное, быстрое, легкое, прям пух-пух. Да, хорошо, понятно. Так, что же взять такого интересного? Ну, давай возьмем миг. Так. Полетели. Красавец. Мимиженька красавец. Тем более, это новый модифицированный. Так, ну что ж. Поехали бомбить людей. Опа, газуем.
Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent. Did you say fake? They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. Can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. Use the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Прекрасно.
Destruction of first missile
О,
silo
а кто это у
confirmed.
нас тут?
The IRBM is aimed at the European garrison.
Ладно, не будем тратить, отвлекать время.
No time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
Dropping another
Bye-bye.
bomb buster will take some time.
Ах,
Aim carefully.
не получилось.
The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down. Trying to run the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Прекрасно.
There's fire shooting up from the ground.
Missile silo destroyed.
А вам
Phase 2.
поспать пора.
We might be able to pull this off. Let's keep it up and get the rest of these silos.
Пора поспать.
Picking up an enemy squadron. We must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
Тихо, все слышат самое. Не время умирать еще. Ребята, конечно, разошлись.
I bet that one hurt.
Ну-ка, давай-ка.
Missile, evade! Trigger, bomb has been dropped.
Шикарно.
We got those remaining silos.
Не получилось, ребята, не получилось.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next?
В облачко поедем.
Free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's
Давай-ка.
thumb again.
Раз.
What a Yes.
2.
This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 account? A formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason.
Серьезно, да?
I'm just glad you were able to chew it.
Что за углы атаки? Чего они не ловятся? Причем на малой скорости.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Got one on my ass.
Прекрасно.
That bandit is still on your back.
Не слишком много времени для развлечений. Прекрасно.
Right on the money.
Hit. Target destroyed. We might make it. Just one silo left.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off his leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a
Опа, вот так вот. А,
The bomb was off its mark.
серьезно, да?
It's still standing.
И
Targeting gun
отдохни.
range.
Серьезно, да? Ладно. Еще один заход.
trigger. Missile inbound.
Да отдохни, что ты ко мне идешь-то.
Strider 4, evade.
Огонь. И... Чпинг! Отлично. К следующей точке летим. Неужели? Неужели так хорошо наводится через облака?
Enemy has a lot. Evade.
Прекрасно.
Target eliminated.
Missile in the air. Wait, no.
И... Шпаум!
Bomb it. There's nothing else.
Кто хочет получить по жопе? А?
Bandit my side.
Хитрец. Бросить меня хотел.
The enemy has escaped. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Don't get too cocky. Take
Все,
out the
осталось
fighters
2
to get
объекта.
in the way.
I've been spiked.
Давай, 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 давай. Давай, 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 давай.
Where's
Прекрасно.
the real silo?
Да ёперный театр. Так, последний раз не прикрыт. Замечательно.
Target destroyed.
Ну ладно, зачищу эти зениточки, чтобы они мешали.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Да что ж ты так отводишься? Я ж тебя что, в небе лечу или где? В облаках. Давай-ка, наводись, 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 наводись. По красоте.
All missile silos have
По
been destroyed.
красоте.
Wait. What the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar.
Давай-ка снимем тебя с неба.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Поспи.
Confirmed signature on our radar. Warning. Confirm another launch. Take it out.
Отлично. О, еще одна малышка летит.
They evaded it. Bandit sighted.
Привет.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed. Incoming! Target hit. The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Ах, близко, близко с ними. С ними летим.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Да, спокойно, спокойно, давай без этого.
Target acquired.
Давай, 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 давай. Родной, идем на полный.
Strider 1, missile away. The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Красиво. Ой, как
All the missiles
красиво.
have been destroyed.
Мощно, мощно.
I was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me you had us flooding up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
А, я думал, он падает, он летит просто мимо.
Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Но, в принципе, миссия довольно-таки такая запарная была, хоть и со своими приколами. Поехали дальше. Как говорится, полетели в нашем случае. Поехали. Следующее задание. Что там следующее задание нам подготовили?
With the loss of an arsenal berth followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erussia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian
А, это уже
capital of
звучит
Glubokii.
жестко.
The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erussia.
А, понятно. Вот как раз легендарная миссия с пролетом между скал. Тут как раз можно А10 взять, чтобы, как говорится, показать силушку. Ну так, сколько? 44. Нет, все-таки возьмем самонаводящийся. Так, а что там у нас? Элементы. Снаряд повышенной мощности. Радиовзрыватель, высококачественные заряды. Прицельная система глобальной позиции. Уменьшит время перезарядки особых ракет. Окей. Но это не проблема. Мы должны скорость немного увеличить здесь. Отлично. Так, а что у нас по окраске? О, особая окраска. Ух. Красота-то какая. Да, думаю, возьмем. Возьмем, ну, эмблему, я думаю, сменить можно будет. На... Что там у нас? Особый тактический отряд. Значит, поменяем на особый тактический отряд. О. Все, теперь мы готовы. Полетели! У! Так, отлично. Прекрасная миссия, правда, немного глупый момент в начале, то что не попадитесь на прожекторы не попадитесь. Хотя, опять же, в самом деле, Не слышно, что ли, звуков пролетающего самолета? Странно. О, дозаправка. Или... Да, заправка. Все, прекрасно, прекрасно. А мы сверху заправляемся, отлично. Что там, как мы со стороны-то будем выглядеть? Красота-то какая. Везде, видите, подсвечено. Погнали. Красавец, красавец. Мощный и красавец. И оружие сбоку выглядит мощно. Прекрасно. Да, типа не видно. Ни вертолеты не видят, никто не видит. Замечательно. Тихо, спокойно. Спокойно, солнышко. Боже, можно было просто в этом каньоне несколько сеток разместить или ПВОшку какую-нибудь прямо на скале, и было бы замечательно. Чем им эти прожектора? Непонятно. Серьезно? Решил проблему радикально. Ладно. Давайте так. Здание провалено. Хорошо.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Aslan's one. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
Сейчас пройдем. Пройдем, конечно же. Еще бы не прошли. Проходим.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Спокойно, солнышко, спокойно. Все сделаем, везде пройдем.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this. This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead. Watch yourselves out there.
Да, ну никто не слышит, естественно, никто не слышит.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed. You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base.
Да ты серьезно, да? Ты серьезно, солнышко, серьезно, на конечном, да?
We've been detected. We've lost the element of surprise.
То есть они меня не слышат, но крыло там увидеть, заметить что-то, они успевают на скорости 1000 чем-то километров в час. Просто гениально, просто замечательно. Давайте третий раз попробуем. Что ж поделать-то?
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Aslan's one. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone Here's already signs of ruins.
Да иди гуляй со своим светильником.
Jokes. Okay. Follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution, caution.
Опа.
Pull up. Caution, pull up. Caution.
А можно вырубить это предупреждение? Это уже прям на нервы действует.
Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
Caution.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the
Давай,
enemy
давай,
base and
давай,
use it
давай.
as a bridgehead.
Pull up.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Fort Bounty.
Caution. Pull
Without
up.
Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself.
Caution.
The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
Caution. Pull up.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base. Imposing radio silence.
Caution.
Спокойно, спокойно, солнышко, спокойно. Прошли, прошли.
Keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Это повороты, блин.
Caution.
А как эти пройдут?
Caution. Pull up.
А, они повыше идут. Ну, правильно, правильно. Так, это я тут попался, да, на финалочке?
Pull up. Caution.
Давай, полный газ. Полный газ, полный газ, полный газ. Уху! Прошел.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
А эти вообще по барабану.
That was quite the roller coaster ride. Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off will be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Прекрасно. Убиваем пилотов транспортной авиации, и наша жизнь прекрасна.
Enemies are attacking. Where the hell did they come from?
Отлично. Давайте-ка развернем нашу малышку.
Searchlights. I can't see where the enemies are coming from.
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Yes, they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack.
Ага,
The sooner we finish this
понял,
thing, the better.
писать. Да,
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers right around
пока, солнышко.
the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
А, даже вот как.
Jokes haven't gotten any better.
Okay, that takes care of
Ох,
all the
нужно
SAM
снять этих
sites.
засранцев до начала их взлета.
That's the last of our radio guns. They've all been taken out.
Missile hit.
Trust your allies and keep moving. Space is ours.
Давай, 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 давай.
Wait the base commander. What are you waiting for?
Missile did not connect.
Locked on bandit.
Так, нужно этого быстро вынести.
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air
Прекрасно.
support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
Давай-ка.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of him for us.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain.
Аккуратно, солнышко, ты что, не наглей с такими посадочками.
Strider Squadron, do it quickly, or we'll lose the element of surprise.
Air support is on its way.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Не выпендривайся.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Picking up an enemy squadron.
А что это тогда? Больше, чем неожиданная атака. Что, ожидаемая атака?
Confirmed at least one leader.
Вы о чем?
The one with the 3 scratches.
Понятно. Так не выпендривайся. Сейчас я тебя прихлопну, солнышко. Иди сюда. Штурмовик тебя сейчас так будет обнимать до смерти.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not
Прекрасно.
over yet. Target in gun range. 2 remaining.
Шикарно.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the race. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Опа!
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy. That's it. We take out those 2. We can force our way inside the facility.
One last enemy fighter.
Get away from that missile. That takes care of that. Nice work. We did it. That's the last one. Achieved air superiority.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Шикарно.
Support is right on the button.
Pushing the enemy on their heels.
Прекрасно.
Running on the count
Прекрасно.
of 3.
Сработано просто замечательно.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Car, tear down that barricade.
Там машина на крыше? Серьезно? Подожди, стоп, что? Реально, тут машина на крыше.
Base is ours. We have control of all major
Офигеть.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
Да, серьезно, ё-моё.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks
Прекрасно.
like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Замечательно.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Go to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway
Ну что, идем на
is clear.
посадочку?
You have permission to land.
Куда мы? А, мы тут же должны сесть, по идее, да?
Reduce your speed.
Ни черта не видно.
3,000 meters to the runway. Lower your nose. You're too high.
Наконец.
1,500 meters to the runway.
Что там? Эти десантные вертолеты.
Past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Прекрасно.
Impressive, Strider 1. Strider 1 has
Прекрасно.
landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1.
Но, в принципе, как видите, кроме первых неудачных посадочек, получилось неплохо.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarine.
Спасибо. Спасибо. Спасибо, начальник.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile, It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff. By the time he landed back at the base, he was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down. The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential.
Бывает.
A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring.
Дед хочет воевать, ему дают костюм для войны, а внучки такие:
He
ты
wasn't the
отправляешь
type
деда
of man who cared
воевать?
about anything that happened here on the ground.
Дед воевал, деда уважать надо.
I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly, so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
Прекрасно. Повоюем?
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of
Окей,
Farbanti.
я понял. Тогда... Я думаю, что, в принципе, штурмовика должно хватить. Но мы возьмем не А-10 с его медленными приколами, а Су-34. Вполне хороший истребитель. И мне безумно нравится его вариация. Особая окраска. О, да, детка. Вот это то, что надо. Вот это по-нашему. Вот это красота. Вот это красота. Не то, что эти самые скины в игре, а наш чисто такой красивый камуфляжик. Сейчас наберу себе чуть водички. Хлебнем. И продолжим воевать. Пока загружается, хочу посмотреть, сколько вообще людей мне на стриме. Вообще кто-нибудь кайфует. Так, вот так, я в эфире. Что у нас кто-нибудь есть? Продолжим воевать. Пока загружается, хочу посмотреть, сколько вообще людей. Так, пока что на паузу поставлю и вернусь. Прекрасно. Теперь это мой самый любимый истребитель, особенно в таком скине. Это просто прекрасно. Ну что ж, сломаем лица.
So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, we'll come back in one piece.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park.
Давай. Оп. Второй.
It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support. Strider 1, Return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Missile.
Может, не самое эффективное расходование бомб, но,
Count is back in the saddle of Cyclops 2.
по-моему, все идет отлично.
Promise you will get destroyed.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Так, давайте-ка... Давайте-ка... Оп! Оп! Ага, значит, нужно брать чуть пониже. Прекрасно. Вот тут это тип... Ах, ясно. Вот это тебе.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Давай, 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 давай.
Missile.
Вот это тебе. Давай, 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 давай. А,
Enemy backup
давай,
inbound.
давай, давай,
Forces are
давай,
heading
давай.
from two separate combat zones. We need to split our forces into two and
Прекрасно.
meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger.
тихо, тихо, аккуратно. Не надо, не надо, не надо, не надо, солнышко, не надо.
Hold your ground.
Ну что, ну что. Выбью 3 из 3. Да. Красота. Сейчас поможем нашим союзникам, кого там поджали. Ой, там еще и флот. Неприятная ситуация, неприятная.
Okay, Trigger. Silver Bridge is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Shit.
Wilco. That's something.
Солнышко, нужно тебе быстро, значит, и больше. Больше ракет нужно. Ну давай. Отлично. Близко как было-то. Да ёперный театр, кто на меня постоянно наводится?
Watch your tail.
Especially from three strikes. The enemy is worn out.
Отдыхай. Да.
Check your six. Breaking off.
AC-10, а ну иди сюда. Отдыхай. Что там, ты для меня наглял, да? Как дела?
Get you, pal.
Оп.
Bandit has a lock.
Ну давай, иди сюда, иди сюда, иди сюда, иди сюда.
Strider 4, bandit on your six.
Давай, 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 давай. Прекрасно. Ну давай-ка, покажи, что умеешь. А. Так, 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 так.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Куда ты уходишь? Не уходи.
Enemy is locked on. Break away. Missile inbound. We need more air support. We can't hold up
Давай-ка.
without it.
Мижик. Да, тяжеловатый самолет, конечно, на поворотах. Но, в принципе, для такой комбинированной операции подходит практически идеально. Так, кто ты остался? Кто у нас остался? И ты, иди сюда. Отлично. Кто тут рядом еще? Кто? Вот ты где. Прекрасно. Прекрасно. Давай-ка еще штурмовичка забьем. Отлично. A10, иди сюда. Давай, иди сюда. Красно. Ах. Ты же гадина такая. Отлично. Осталось буквально немного самолетов. Иди сюда. Тебе не уйти от своей судьбы. Давай-ка. Сейчас расчистим дорожку этим пряником. Красавец, красавец, красавец. Ясно, понятно. Ай! Больно. Ага. Отлично. Давай-ка. Прекрасно. Рядом, близко, близко было, аж дар речи теряю. Отлично. Угу. Ладно, неважно. Прекрасно. А ну-ка, иди сюда. Давай, давай, иди сюда, иди сюда. Кто там остался? Погнали. Посмотрим, что из этого получится. Ну, в принципе, одно успели сбить. Давай-ка вот сюда. Мощно. Отлично. Ох, как раз по нему вжарим. Прекрасно. Ну, я так еще, чтобы повалить здание, сделаю высокую бомбардировку.
Roger. Change firing. Check. Azimuth 2870. Elevation 237. Prepare the volume.
Отлично.
Fire.
Замечательно. Так, с кем у нас проблема?
Impact. Tucker 2-4. Go easy on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support. Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into start base. Steer clear of the fucking allied ship. Just how many did we lose? Infantry here at Hispanic. Watch your tail.
Какой изворотливый засранец. Так, быстренько до перезарядочку идем.
There's a sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your
Давай, давай,
radars.
давай, давай, давай.
Copy.
Trigger.
It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Давай, 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 давай. Быстрее на
Maintain course
перезарядку.
if you want to go back to resupply.
This is the amphibious command ship Ptarmigan. The enemy ships in this area.
Ой, какой ценник. Да там еще есть корабли. Корабли, что это за выпендрежи дешевые. Давайте. Да.
Strider 1, this is control tower. The runway is clear.
Да ладно. Полетели, солнышко. На 300 отрыв? Да, на 400 будет. Это какая-то база в пустыне, фиг пойми где. Да, все, убрали сам,
This
возвращаемся.
is the amphibious command ship Ptarmigan. The enemy ships in this area are part of the sunken ruins now. The landing party is on its way to HQ.
Ага, вон там корабли, что вы там сливаете.
Bandit has a lock. Nice. Target eliminated.
2 minutes remaining.
Сняли.
Missile, break hard.
Кто там? Что за шайка? А, интересных целей нету.
Bandit behind you, caution. Target is down.
Серьезно, да?
Our victory is near. Keep fighting.
Fall back 900 yards. 3 strikes is here. What do you mean retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
Missile inbound, missile inbound.
We don't have enough ships left for organized combat.
Enemy ranks are crumbling. Attack the right flank. This is our chance.
Enemy fleet is crippled. Friendly warships should be able to finish him off.
Все, прекрасно. Прекрасно.
Don't let them any closer.
Seconds remaining. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Полежи-ка. Так, что там? Продвижение бронетехники мешает, да? Ну давайте. Давайте.
Check the port side. Get very quick.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Fox 2. All aircraft, listen carefully.
Лежать.
This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours.
Это, конечно,
Operation to
хорошо.
eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
Промах, да?
You're right. New bogeys. No, 5 SU-30s
О,
inbound.
нет, ну не сейчас. Ну ладно, давайте надерем задницу деду. А дед любит повыпендриваться, отвечаю. Красиво. Тихо, что никуда не надо выпендриваться. Вот так вот даже, ага. Ну, давай посмотрим. Узнаем. Сколько нужно опыта, чтобы выжить. Давай, иди сюда. Ты чё, они на войну-то опоздали, а? Если бы они были со всей группировкой, то бы они выиграли. А так-то они обделались. Собака? Ты что, офигел? Наконец-то. Прекрасно. Да не выпендривайтесь, ребят. Вам все равно хана. Серьезно? Ну, давай. А, вы что думали, это война, не все вернутся домой. Офигевшие, блин. Мультики, думают, смотрят. Хотел красиво щелкнуть пальцами. Ух ты, солнышко. А ты вовремя ко мне успел? Уклоняться будет, да? Тихо. Я знаю, что у меня не особо маневренный бомбардировщик. Или штурмовик. Не суть важна. Давай. Поймал. Все, остался последний. Давай. Пулемета не взял. Ах, ты хочешь полетать в городе повоевать, да?
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6. Shit. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. I've got his attention. Just wait for your chance. It's fine. That's the spirit. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Да, сбили, хорошо.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is down. Eject already, Wiseman. I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded.
not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman! Shit!
Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
The duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Давай, иди сюда.
Damn it! Cyclops 4, form an element.
We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go count. Damn, I want to go to Trigger's 8, but I can't keep up.
Fox 2. Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Missile hit.
Good job.
Прекрасно.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
My radar suddenly turned off.
Прекрасно.
Respond. My data won't update. Damn it.
Я себе летаю, бомблю город, и я победил.
Lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky, towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
Нет, это Супермен.
Roger. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Стоп, серьезно?
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabante is now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Кто там? А кто это тут летает? А, наши.
We all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
В принципе, неплохо. Неплохо. Еще водички.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time.
Прекрасно.
We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
Водичка прекрасная. Поехали. Что у нас следующее по заданию?
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone.
Прекрасно.
All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusea was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too.
Это помогает чем-то интересным.
It was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them.
Девочек-то с собой берет, я тебе
I
говорю,
saw a
аниме
plane
мир.
flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Ну что поделать, мы эту миссию пройдем на том же самолете, будем немного РПшить, что как бы, понимаете, что мы типа на этом же самолете как бы воевали, и тут пришлось вдруг резко менять планы. Давайте. Давайте.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right.
Уже звучит неплохо.
Are all of these really unknowns? It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe.
Кто ты?
The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
There's something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock.
Ну что ты? Отлично.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
ID'd as Osean forces.
Кто ты?
This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Trigger has destroyed a target.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Ну, отлично. Наши, да?
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your
Кто
objective.
ты? Кто
How
ты?
this war ends
Кто ты?
depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Кто ты? Кто ты? Кто ты?
Understood.
Кто ты?
We're the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your tap terminal. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Strider 1, calls away. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding
Ah!
aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were
Кто ты?
successful.
Ага, отлично.
They've opened up a path for us.
Так, еще ты остался. Так, кто ты, солнышко? Кто ты наш? Прекрасно, прекрасно.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
Опа, еще народ. Кто ты? Кто ты? А ты кто? Отлично. Это уже должно быть не наше.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Fox 2.
Ух ты, как, конечно, всплеск такой хороший был. Наш.
Wait. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Промазал, по-моему, одной. А, нет, двумя попал. Это же Су-34, он тяжелый.
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer, find out if it's an
Так,
enemy
ты у нас
vehicle.
кто?
We'll go. Let's go. Archived all the footage that we've shot. The communication networks come back online.
Прекрасно. Так, вы у нас кто?
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails.
Красиво сработал.
Signs of
Ага, враг.
the beginning of this war are now gone. Starting to myself.
Strider 3, missile in the air. Evade!
А вы у нас кто, ребят?
Nice work. That takes care of
А
that.
вы?
We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you.
Ага,
We got out
ясно.
of paying that toll.
I'll wait before firing. Bail out now. Wheels 1, stop. Check your IFF. It's a friendly. I know what I'm doing.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous in Gruner Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belgians. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkin technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy.
Шестом алхимии.
Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Fire from our own allies. Is this place under
Отлично.
rebellion too?
А что это у нас тут будет? Кто-нибудь из техники?
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Houston, Leo's Run. Friendly fellow in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leo's 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response.
Прекрасно. Сейчас мы делаем вот так вот.
Enemies locked on. Breaking.
Красиво. Так, что ты, кто ты, солнышко?
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tanker.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows: 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima.
Так, что ты у нас такое?
Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Так, это враги 100%. А, нет, нифига.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
Так, вы кто, ребят? Наши. А вы кто? Тоже наши. Такая русийцы. А вы кто? Оп, а это уже не наши. Так, а вы кто? Хлопцы. Красно. А в чем проблема? О, понял. Вопросов не будет. Красиво сняли его. Так, а ты у нас кто? Кораблик? Или лодочка? Или яхточка? Что ты? Красно. Так, ты у нас кто? Ага.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units starting a death for allies.
What's wrong with drones? Are you a mainstream or not? Or just too stubborn to change with the times?
Take out Jenny in autonomous mode.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit.
Да тихо, куда ты палишь? Лишь бы палить.
There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. I have designations for what was an astonishing feat. They used to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley, put the blame on enemy fighters. Shut it down. But in the end, Belkin technology brought chaos to the world.
О, да, да, да.
I can't believe Lucy is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Красиво. Дальше это у нас враг, да?
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Ух. Давай быстрее высим, кто ты такой. Быстрее, 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 быстрее. Свой. И ты. Тихо, 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 тихо. Не кипятись, парень.
It's ID as a version.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Свои.
I couldn't have asked for a better timing.
How'd you last long, Casper? You can reach it. We're here to help.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Так, нужно полностью очистить дорогу. Тихо, 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 тихо. Еще свои примочат. А вы кто у нас? А ты кто у нас? А ты? А, все свои. А ты кто? Нет. И ты нет. Привет, солнышко. Ты для меня ценная птичка. Так, ты кто? Свой. Так, а ты кто? Свой. А, Все, да?
We turn to in this darkest hour. We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the thing.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board? He's not lying about carrying civilians. No, unless she's a soldier.
Девочка на борту? Да ладно тебе. Что, женщин военных типа не бывает.
We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is, the EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknowns attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage. Negative. What? It could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
Давай.
ID complete. There are some fighters. What the hell is going on? Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints? Granted. Welcome.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Great. Отлично.
Good to get those Osean big shots too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Mine. Don't miss. Aim carefully. No good.
Прекрасно.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Давай-ка
They're in my way.
тебя снимем.
Enemy on your back. Target hit.
Nice kill.
Красота.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys. What the hell? We were just helping them. Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What? In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort. Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
Missile.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses. Launched.
I'm on my target's tail.
Can't aboard the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which is behind this?
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Прекрасно. О, это не очень хорошо.
Target acquired.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Не встречал никого умнее
Enemy on
ракеты.
your back.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. 5 bandits remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need. Enough to be fully functional.
Missile.
4 bandits left.
There has to be a time when it should not function.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
3 bandits to go.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Attack missed.
Неужели промах?
Stall warning.
2
Missile.
bandits left. Show them what you got.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
1 bandit to go.
Missile.
Давай-ка,
Missile.
поиграем.
Stall warning.
Иди сюда, иди сюда, иди сюда.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Прекрасно.
Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
Замечательно.
All hostiles, huh?
Прекрасненько.
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders.
The VIP.
It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to say... Missile! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Да, странный подход, что-то этого сбили. Посмотри на 3 линии.
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't...
Поехали дальше. Полетели.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him cry.
Прикольно. Прикольно, командир ревет. Война идет.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Whoa.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did.
Грустно. Очень
I'm
грустно.
sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Just what did you see here?
Да, такое ощущение, она сидит со стволом, у нее у затылка такая, скажи что-нибудь, я тебя пристрелю. Да уж. Сцены и сюжет раскрываются просто замечательно. Можно просто брать и обмазываться.
Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Ocean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Ocean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusea just giving it up without...
Да все лезут со своими предложениями. Давайте уже сражаться, достали. Давайте на сушке, потому что у нас нет выбора. А уже после этой миссии как раз сменим нашего верного коня. Окажите поддержку своим войскам. А я таки хочу сделать. Давайте начнем.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. If what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help.
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Our air support is here.
Target destroyed. Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Прекрасно. 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 Начну с помощи наземным войскам.
We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can.
Missile. Missile.
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are
Ах, ты ж собака.
Those on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Опа.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Что там?
Count to 3 and the enemy's gone.
Отдыхайте, ребята.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone!
Ах, ты ж засранец, поцарапал мне машину.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think it was part of the fight. With that, we're all lined up.
Ты ж пёс. И поспи.
They're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. They did it! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. I can guess what happened here. We don't want to think about it. Moving faster. It's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence.
Missile. Missile.
I just got the photograph.
Иди поспи.
Get that data to us another time. And then say they want to at least give the children a proper burial.
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship!
We can't even run. Our guys just got the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Get in the tank!
А это вот не очень хорошая вещь.
Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold the bay until operation feeding time. Pull them away from the masked driver. Shit. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the farm around here? It's all crazy people. It's the radicals who shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this. We are in the middle of a mission to take back the masked driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Так, давайте выясним, чьи это танки. Ага, понятно. Ну, пускай они дерутся. Сейчас нужно узнать, что там по кораблям. Ага.
Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. Get closer. You'll never hit them from here.
Ну, что, не можешь пройти идентификацию судна большого? Танки можно распознать, а судно нельзя. Дебильная система. Ты типа спи, слышь, это самое. Пошел ты. О, вот кто. Вот кто такой выпендрежник. Ясно, теперь все понятно с вами. Давай, иди сюда. Прощай, сладкий. Прекрасно. О, ты еще остался. Пока. Да ну вас нафиг, слышь, это самый обнаглевший. Ну. И отдохни. Что, нельзя распознать, вплотную летаю, нельзя распознать, враг это или не враг, что? Ну. Да иди гуляй. Слушай, ты поспи на своей земле. Что? Иди отдохни. Так, ты у нас кто? А вы у нас кто? Прекрасно. Прекрасно. Ну что, ребята? Да ты офигела. Слышь, это самое. Ясно. Да, блядь. Ага. Вами займусь позже. Давай. Ну что, наводишься, не можешь навестись. Бум-бум. Давай, я тебе расскажу. И покажу все.
Intercept them now.
Missile. Missile.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Target locked.
Target acquired.
Hostile has a lock.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
No humans. Enemy pilots no classes. This is Graham 7. Evading enemy missile.
Иди сюда, солнышко, иди сюда.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
Graham 8. Behind my target.
Missile.
Target hit.
Missile.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed. We did it. Continue with your mission.
Help me! Gather all the wounded together.
Graham 8 locked on.
Это что-то. А, F-35, да, с удовольствием. Время пострелять между нами. Пау-пау. Давайте, улетайте, солнышки. Все, прекрасно.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop.
Strider 1, bombs away. Target's in machine gun range.
Иди сюда. Иди сюда. А что ты летаешь? А я запрещаю тебе летать. Ты на кого залупился, пацан?
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Ясно, серьезно, да? И ты, солнышко, идешь ко мне сейчас.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster. She's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice.
Прекрасно.
So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help those refugees.
Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13. All hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
С кем они там воюют? Это уже все, всех разбомбили уже.
All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Use the smoke canister. And he was taking this to the enemy's doorstep. Not me. Wait, you moron!
Так где они, ё-моё?
What are you doing, dumbass? Here, attack right here.
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
Прекрасно.
That's them. All
Сейчас их
aircraft,
разбомбим.
just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Да, все будет нормально.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Куда снаряд пропал? Че он не сдетонировал-то?
Strider 1, bombs away.
Сладкий, отдохни. Кто там еще остался? Слышь, время на землю возвращаться. Жестко, жестко. Давай. Пошел. Пошел.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Give me intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. Supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Оп, время... Время пострелять. Пиу-пиу-пау-пау. Поехали, солнышки, давайте. Круто. Круто. В погоню.
Supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
I was expecting this to be easy if all they could do was fly fast.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
Which one first?
Don't try
Давай,
to follow
давай,
after the
давай,
supply
давай.
ships. Stick close to trigger.
Давай, 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 давай.
Just avoid the enemy's fire for now.
Okay, but we won't be able to do that forever, you know.
The supply ship's in the clouds. We can't find it.
Ах ты собака.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Ах ты ж. Потеря высоты.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense
Давай,
network.
давай, 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 давай.
60 seconds.
Серьезно?
Missile.
Missile hit the supply ship dead on.
They're trying to feed that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
Ну давай, что вообще никак? Ну давай, 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 давай.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up.
My bird can't take much more of this.
Что, вообще не попадаешь? Ах, собака.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down. Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. We're almost out of time.
Это было больно.
Hope you're all
Очень
enjoying the pretty
больно.
fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice
Вот
but to
это
return to our original
воздушные
base.
потоки.
Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Давай, давай. Фух. Слушайте, воздушные потоки в конце прям аж жестко порадовали.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. What? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Может быть, это самый долгий стрим. Вот. Вот.
Good.
Мне нравится. Вот. Но я так понимаю, что это пока что нужно сделать остановочку. Все-таки это была предпоследняя серия, следующая серия будет уже последней. И мы пройдем окончательно Ace Combat. Вот. Все очень круто, все отлично. Ну что ж, всем пока, спасибо за просмотр. С вами был